It's deeper. Let's say Amazon or what's the one that Saquon and them and Todd Gurley are sponsored by. They have like the green letters. I can't remember what it is, but like, I can't remember it. But let's say Netflix wants to do a special on like, I don't know, college athletes, and they say we'll call it the Netflix house. Or Amazon wants to do something like, we'll call it the Amazon house. Put a bunch of athletes in a house. They get paid to be there. Is that an NCAA violation? And it becomes a TV show. And they get sponsorship from it and licensing.
I don't even know what you're talking about, honestly.
But I'm just taking it a step further. Like, when you say, okay, you can get third-party endorsements. What if some of those third-party endorsements involves property or money or something like that? How far does it go to the point where the NCAA realizes that they're the middleman?
They're not the middleman, though. That's what I'm telling you.
So they can't pay the athletes, but the athletes are going to get so much money from everywhere else that they can't even penalize anybody anymore. So the rule's going to be useless. So it's going to be useless. Like with the basketball players all going to the G League, it's like colleges are scared now because they wanted to do this in their own time. Now everybody else is like, no. Let these kids get money. Let these kids get this advertising dollars that they have a right to get. I want to see what it's going to be the little red tape that they try to put out there to prevent everyone from doing it. Because everyone's going to try to do it, and guess what? Not everyone gets to go pro. So some people are going to be getting these endorsements, looking mad, clout chasey, and it's going to make college football look like MTV. And I just want to see, like, what rules and stipulations the NCAA are going to have in place. I'm just saying it's something to think about. Because if they're starting here, you think Trevor Lawrence isn't going to be the first pick in the draft next year? Or whenever he comes out?
No, he will.
So, with those endorsement deals that he's going to get and the money he's going to get, let's say like a shampoo thing or whatever. They have him cut his hair or wash his hair. Like, bro, this is almost the beginning of the end for the NCAA.
It is. That's why they're rebranding. Like, that's why they're calling it something completely new. That's what I'm telling you. Like, the shit that you're saying, like, is not going to uphold because
they're not.
It's a whole new era. It's a whole new era. They're just going to start over.
Which is funny because this is what they were always scared of. And now they're being forced to do it. Now instead of them being proactive, now all the power is taken from them.
It's a number of things. It's the California thing, which happened last year, and then I think 13 other states have passed like a similar law.
Yep.
Or like 32 other states are like in the process of doing some sort of law of that nature.
And Louisiana and Alabama.
So it's already happening. Like it's already gaining public and legislative support, and then you factor in like COVID and the whole uncertainty of everything that's going on with that, and it's like why even if we're gonna catch something just from breathing, why even play amateur sports? So now you have that extra incentive. But I mean, overall, I don't think it really does much because it's still going to be the top people are still going to be in a league of their own. Like the USCs and the Alabamas
Texas.
And the Texas are going to be business as usual. Just now they won't have to go at such lengths to hide it. But the other teams, I mean, like, are you really going to go to Boise State over USC if you know you're going to get way more endorsement opportunities being out here in LA?
But also, if you're not going to get any playtime by USC, you'll go to Boise State.
But I'm just saying.
But I feel what you're saying.
But even if you were good enough to start at USC, but for whatever reason you just want to go to Boise State and make your own path, now it's also okay. Make my own path at a smaller program, or go to a bigger school with a higher profile and to make more money. So it's kind of like
the rich get richer.
The
level goes up for everybody, but it's not going to be equal.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is how it is.
Yeah.
Which I think is why I could see TV deals falling apart. Like, how long is the Pac-12 network going to last with this going on? Like, Texas could really just say, fuck it. They already have their own network. Notre Dame could get their own network. Well, I think
the issue is, okay, at what point do we, instead of funneling the markets through the athletic programs and, you know, buying these signages around the stadium or these ads in the program, now I'm going to take that money to this agent who has players at 20 different schools across the Pacific Northwest and spend that money and have them do their social media posts. So essentially cutting out the schools completely and then just funneling that money straight to the athletes, which, I mean, in theory is good for the athlete, but, I mean, it sucks for the program because there's probably a better spend of the advertiser's money just in terms of if you're trying to reach a younger, more global audience than what a stadium or a live event might bring.
Yeah, and at this point, now does NCAA just become, okay, we're just going to become a baseline. Like, we're going to have to just cover and eat the cost of all these other sports that don't make money and let football and basketball do what they got to do. Or even track at some schools.
I mean, yeah, but like, you can catch an ad of you can catch a UCLA gymnastics ad somewhere random. Like, you know, people have fucking leotard sponsorships. Like, there's other sort of sponsorships for smaller sports. Like, the money's never gonna be as big as basketball or football, but it's still there. I mean, and that in theory is why the rule is good, because regardless of what sport you are, like that that kicker who got an NCAA violation because he had like 10,000 subscribers on YouTube and was like making money as a YouTube creator.
The University of Central Florida partner. Yeah, he's still banned from the school.
Yeah, so that gives you you know, at least some room to do a side hustle.
Yeah,
even if you are just a water polo player, whatever sport you do.
That dude's a stupid good athlete, dude.
All right, man. So, finally, we can talk about fifth-year options later. There's plenty of time for that, but let's just go ahead and move to touchdown or turnover and make it quick.
Oops. Right about it.
All right, so Ted Ginn Jr. signed a one-year deal with the Bears. He, I believe, is one of 3 players left from the 2007 draft class. Many people were calling him a bust, but with that sort of longevity, I think it's hard to call him a bust. And he's played in Super Bowls with an S. So, yeah, man, Ted Ginn Jr. to the Bears. Is it a touchdown or is it a turnover?
I like Ted Ginn Jr. as a player, but
you kind of slander him any chance you get.
That's why I'm saying but, because once you say but, it negates everything you said before. But a 5, 6, 7-year-old receiver who still has great speed, a 50-50 ball catcher, meaning he'll drop more than he catches a lot of the time, and an offense that has all these young players, and a quarterback who can't throw deep, and I just don't see the point. What was the point? What's the point of signing him? There's younger, faster guys, or younger.
Push Cordell Patterson.
Like, are you gonna run reverses with him? Like, you know he doesn't have great hands, and he's old as hell. Like, was the receiver market that bare?
Yeah, pretty much.
Plenty of fast guys out there. Like, you could have took a dude in the draft. Instead of taking a tight end, you could have took a receiver. Just a thought.
All right. Jameis Winston goes to the Saints on a 1-year deal. I think he'll make like $1.1 million base salary and has like $3 million in incentives that he can make. So Touchdown or turnover, Jameis to the Saints for Jameis.
Touchdown for Jameis, because it's probably the smartest QB room he's ever been in. Because, we know Jimbo Fisher didn't really teach him much. Bruce Arians tried to teach him up some, tried to coach him up some, you can tell. But, yeah, this is just the best fit for him. He needs a rebrand. And once Brees retires, he could eventually get that job because Taysom Hill only got paid $16 million because he's really used as a receiver, a special teams gunner, a running back. Like, he's not a starting quarterback. But he's not even on Tim Tebow's level.
I'm going to say...
Tebow's better than...
I'm going to say it's a touchdown for Winston. Just because where else was he going to go that was going to be better than that? Like
New England?
But in terms of being a place that has a lot of talent around him, but he can also learn.
Yeah.
And not be forced to start and throw 30 picks again.
Green Bay.
Maybe.
Psych. Not anymore.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's still a win for Jameis overall. Hopefully, we won't really know until he gets another shot at a starting job. But I think on the surface right now, day one,
like him and Mariota,
nothing.
Him and Mariota went to perfect spots.
But Mariota's getting a lot more bread than him.
Yeah, because they.
All right, last one for this segment. Andy Dalton officially cut from the Bengals. Is that our touchdown or turnover for the Bengals?
It's a touchdown. You couldn't
Is
trade
it?
him.
You wouldn't want to keep Dalton as a mentor for Burrow?
Get him the fuck out of here. It's like when a lion gets kicked out of the pride or whatever, the other lion kills the other kids, or like cleans house. It's like, this is my shit now. It's Joe Burrow's house now. You don't need nothing from that old Bengals regime reminding him. You don't need that stench of failure and mediocrity. No offense to Andy Dalton, but get Andy Dalton's ass out of here.
All right, hit that take your tangent drop. And also shout out to Larry Fitzgerald, man. Gave out some face masks and mental health resources to COVID-19 first responders, and also shout out to Aaron Donald for officially graduating from Pitt.
Shout out to Pitt, who always puts dudes in the league.
That's some good news.
Great news.
But yeah, back to take or tangent. TCU head football coach Gary Patterson is dropping an album. Do you got to take or tangent on that, Kenny?
Oh, I've been waiting for this as soon as I saw it earlier this week. So
is that how TCU gets so much NFL talent?
I just
With being 10-2 every year?
Nah, like 9-4. I just want to know: are there going to be any drug references? Like, is it going to be a country album? Is it gonna?
Does the Horned Frog get a feature?
Does the Horned Frog get a feature? It's a fair point. Is Casey Paul guest producing? Like, am I gonna get bars from way back in the day? Am I gonna get an LT bar?
Yeah.
Am I gonna get a what's that dude who plays for the Bills? Am I gonna get a Jerry? Am I gonna get a Jerry Hughes bar? Am I gonna get a Jalen Rieger bar? Am I gonna get a My Quarterback Room is Trash bar?
An Andy Dalton bar?
Trevon Boykin bar? Am I gonna get a random miscellaneous TCU running back bar? Am I gonna get a Darrell Washington bar?
Am I gonna get a Baylor bar?
Am I gonna get a free Darrell Washington bar?
Nah, man, you gotta come out with a song for every school, every college, every Division I and Division II program in Texas.
That's a lot,
like,
bro.
just a song, just completely dissing every single one.
All the high schools that won't recruit you anymore.
Yep.
He says he's been writing since he was a little kid. Fam, I want to know what this album is gonna sound like.
100 yards and running.
Oh my goodness! Get back on the line. run through the line. I don't know, finish line.